Shanti. This is the meditation on the Murli of 19th of October 2025. Let us remind ourselves that the I, the soul, who is sitting in front of BapDada today, listening to Avyakt BapDada as an angel, as the form of combined Bap and Dada in front of us, speaking these words to his spiritual children, the ones who are the actors, playing their part. BapDada is pleased to see the lines of fortune of the children. It's shining the foreheads, sparkling light, line of fortune of spirituality in their eyes, on their mouth, on their lips, on their hands, and in their hearts. They're all absorbed in love. Are we experiencing such elevated fortune? Let us ask this question to ourselves. The Father himself has drawn these lines of fortune with each one's pen of elevated action. It is such elevated fortune that it is imperishable, not just for one birth, but for many births. Father is imperishable and the fortune is also imperishable. All lines are attained on the basis of these elevated actions we take at this time. And the effort made at this time creates the reward for many, many births. Not just in the future, but all of these lines have to be experienced constantly, even now, because these divine sanskars of the present time are creating our new world. So Baba says, check. You have become your own checkers, have you not? The attainment is at this time, and the reward also has to be experienced at this time. The sanskars of the future world, sansar, have to be experienced in our life in a practical way now. So Baba says, check in your mind and in your intellect, in your relations and connections, and in your life. Do you have that one kingdom? Or is it that sometimes along with the soul's rule, there is also the rule of Maya? Is that one kingdom? In your future reward, there is just one kingdom, not two. Just as in the future kingdom, along with the one kingdom, there is also one dharma. What dharma is that? Dharma of the dharna, of complete purity. So Baba says, check, do you have this complete purity? Purity means to have just one dharna of complete purity in our words, thoughts, actions, relations, and connections. You have to be brahmachari, not brahmachari, not just celibate, but everything, complete purity. And it is because of this purity of present time that people ask today for purity from all non-living images. Purity means one dharma which is established at this time and also continues in the future. What is the praise of the future? It's one kingdom, one dharma along with those constant happiness, peace and wealth. And all of that is akhand, unbroken happiness, unbroken peace, unbroken wealth. So akhand anand, akhand sukh, akhand sukh shanti, and akhand wealth, akhand dhan. So in our life of self-sovereignty, the other is the self-sovereignty of the world. But at this time, you have self-sovereignty, Baba says. So check yourself. Imperishable happiness, godly happiness. Do you experience that? It is imperishable. Let it not be that you experience this happiness only on the basis of the facilities or means. Let no waves of sorrow be experienced at this time for any reason. Continue to listen and check yourself, and you will know how much difference there is between the sanskars of the present time and the reward of the future world. Baba says, you promised all of that you will become the Father's helpers, be world benefactors, and become the makers of the new world of peace and happiness. You are the ones who are creating a new world on the basis of godly sanskars. It is not a question of making effort at this time only, because you must also experience the reward at this time of the effort. So together with the happiness, also check peace. Peaceless circumstances, a peaceless atmosphere. And in that too, you are the children of ocean of peace. So it is your promise that you are the ones who transform peaceless into peace. So do that now. Knowledge, virtues and powers, these are the types of wealth of someone who is a self-sovereign, a master of himself. So another point to check this knowledge. The knowledge means to have understanding. So every thought, every deed, every word, check. Knowledge means being sensible. In this way, all the powers, the title of each of us is a master with all powers, not just with one or two powers. Baba says another thing is, do all the powers work at the right time? Are they present at the right time? Or do you remember them when the time for using them has passed? So check all of these things. One kingdom, one dharma, and imperishable happiness, peace and prosperity. All of these things that you experience now at this time of self-sovereignty will not be experienced in the new world. All of these things can be experienced at this time now. Only when these sanskars emerge from now, they will continue in the form of the reward. Do not think, Baba says, that it will happen at the end. No, it has to happen now. Why? To have a right to being the master of yourself, you need to practice this over a long period of time. But now, this is why BapDada is repeatedly signaling you that speed of time is very fast. Therefore, all of us must just become effort makers. But you must become intense effort makers and experience the reward of our effort over a long period of time now. An effort maker who is intense will constantly be a master bestower. He will not be the one who takes levta, but a deity, devta, one who gives. Whether someone does that or not, I should continue to do it, the same as BapDada, like Brahma Baba. The second sign of intense effort maker is to remain constantly humble, even while carrying out a constructive task. There has to be a balance of the two, being constructive and being humble. When we carry out a task with humility, we receive love and blessings from everyone's heart and BapDada, and he has already told us to accumulate all three accounts of these treasures with our efforts, increase our account of accumulation. Second is remain constantly content yourself and make others too. Knowing different sanskars for whatever they are doing, accumulate your account of blessings. And third, in order to do service, always be altruistic. Do not have any consciousness of I. And now there is a need to increase the account of blessings and account of charity. The variety of sanskars will be visible, but I must not be influenced by the weak sanskars or weak sanskars of others. I am a master with all powers, a master almighty authority. Weak sanskars cannot influence me. A master almighty authority, the one with all the powers, that's who I am. The means of safety is to stay under BapDada's canopy of protection. Baba says remain combined with BapDada. Srimad is the canopy of protection. So BapDada is giving us a signal that you have to make a plan to bring about newness in your thoughts, words, connections, relations, and in our deeds. Renounce the consciousness of I and my and remain humble. You have to become like the Father in many cycles, Baba says. You have become like him. Even now, you are the ones who are going to become like that. So continue to fly with this zeal and enthusiasm. The Father has faith in us, so our intellect too must have this faith, that nishchay, conviction that we are definitely going to become that. Let our intellects have such faith and we continue to fly with that. And now BapDada wants us to see everyone in a second, to be able to see, to sit on the seat of self-sovereignty with the sanskars emerged of controlling power and ruling power. In a second or 2 or 3 minutes, Baba says, become seated on the seat of self-sovereignty. This is the drill. Let us practice this now. Sitting under Baba's canopy of protection, being that self-sovereign who is focusing his intellect on Baba and his protection. By being combined with him, we remain safe, protected. Nothing and no situation can influence the child of the Almighty Authority, one who has the power of the Almighty and who uses at the right time. Our blessing today, Baba says, May you become an image of attraction by increasing the shine of your soul conscious form with the oil of attention. Once the star of the soul conscious form has been made to shine by the Father with this knowledge, it cannot be extinguished. However, the percentage of the shine can increase or decrease. The shining star will attract everyone when we continue to pour the oil of attention into this lamp every day at Amrit Vela. When oil is poured into the lamp, it remains constantly lit. To pay full attention in this way means to instill ourselves all the Father's virtues and powers. By paying such attention, we will become an image of attraction. Avyakt signal to accumulate power of yoga, increase our power, our practice of balance of karma and yoga. While performing actions, let there be a powerful stage of yoga. Increase this practice, Baba says, just as you create inventions for doing service. In the same way, make time for this practice, for these special experiences. Bring about newness and become an example for everyone. So let us create this newness of feeling under the protection of BapDada, and no one's opinion or no worldly attraction can attract the soul. The one who is the master, almighty authority, remains safe under all provocation. Om Shanti.